If you take money from all the people in the world and share it equally, then after a while, some will still be richer while others will be poor. Businessman and writer Robert Kiyosaki repeatedly pointed out such a paradox of the financial world. In his opinion, while living our lives, many of us have not learned how to build wealth in comfortable conditions. Work, home, and work again. This is the triangle in which people doom themselves to poverty. How do you change the situation and get a lot of money into your life? Kiyosaki is convinced that it is enough to follow just a few of his tips, which I will talk about in this video today. If you are dreaming of getting rich, then subscribe right now. Decide what brings you joy. Money follows joy, but joy never follows the money. It's a delusion to think, I will get rich now and I will live afterwards, which leads people to the point where money does not bring happiness. But if you do what you love and enjoy doing, it will be much easier for you to make money. A person who has many claims to life, a job they hate, and is in a destructive relationship creates a cage for themselves. And at some point, this cell captures all spheres of life, including financial ones. When you begin to enjoy work, surround yourself with people who inspire and encourage you. Everything will be much easier to create without things like, it's necessary and you must. In crises, you will see opportunities and start thinking outside the box. Forget the words, the day after tomorrow. Thumbs up if you like to put off most things for later, because many people tend to live not only for tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow. They wonder, how do I get rich? But they never take action. They are waiting for the circumstances to turn out well and for the right time to come. This is a trick of the brain that does not want to change anything. It wants to remain in a safe stability. It's the same comfort zone. Of course, you shouldn't just jump out of it to get into chronic stress. Just get started today. Make a list of plans. Think it over for at least 1 hour and honestly cross out what you are going to do for more than a year. Plan what actions depend only on you and make a calendar. Start working on success beginning today and move according to the action plan. Even though these are minor changes, they will gradually grow like a snowball. Take the proven path. How do you become rich if you have some skills? Of course, monetize them. And a lot of people are good at it. In 90% of cases, the problem is that people give up self-development, believing their skills are enough, or they are engaged in development in a narrow area. Meanwhile, your brain cannot stand still. Only if you pay attention to something will it develop. All rich people are multifunctional. Their views and skills most often go beyond human understanding. Moreover, neuropsychological research has shown that the more areas you develop, the more flexible your brain is, which means you will stay at the peak of your mental abilities longer. Set aside at least 30 minutes a day to develop something, even if it is some kind of skill that fascinates you personally and you have not yet found a use for. Believe me, one day you will need it. Anyway, such exercises for the brain will prove themselves in other activities. Money loves attention. For now, this is the most straightforward and somewhat banal advice, but it is the one that could save you from poverty. After reading a few books on personal finance, you will realize how important it is to make sure that your expenses do not exceed your income. The best way to do this is to create a budget. Once you see how the cost of your morning coffee goes up over a month, you'll realize that small manageable changes to your day-to-day expenses can have just as significant an impact on your financial situation as a pay raise. Robert repeatedly says, if you don't have a plan to become rich, then you have a plan to become poor. This is a powerful truth because many people who think they are free, in fact, are not. We are all living according to a plan. Every day we wake up in the morning at the time determined by the employer. We take the same route to work and we have strictly limited hours for our lunch break. This style of life imposed by the system is very beneficial for the government and business people. Kiyosaki believes that your brain is programmed to make other people rich in this way. However, you should consider that billionaires always move against the current, trying to free their heads from financial stereotypes. By thinking otherwise, they attract millions into their wallets and do not scatter money to please others. The following tips from Robert Kiyosaki will help you break the habits of poverty and are guaranteed to fill your life with wealth.